How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Veio with us tonight. They can say their names and what they do in the band.
I'm Chris. I play bass.
I am Cam, and I sing and play guitar.
Awesome, guys. Well, first question for you. I'm sure you get asked this a lot. How'd you start out with Veio? How did you get your members? Just the whole, Veio anthology story, I guess, per se.
Sure, yeah. So I started the band a handful of years ago with my brother.
Very
We've
cool.
been playing music together our whole lives since we were just little kids and everything. And, after kind of the college years, we started to get more serious about it. And we just kind of developed a sound. We developed a couple, even like an EP and an album,
Okay.
and then kind of just started evolving out of that original group, tried to find new members, and then we actually found, long story short, this guy on Craigslist of all places in our local hometown of Portland, Oregon.
Oh, that's great.
So that's how kind of this fruition of the band lineup came to be. The other guys that play with us are local, and then right now our drummer is from Salt Lake City too,
Okay,
so we're
very
kind of
cool.
all over the place.
And how do you feel about being hit up by Craigslist?
Yeah,
That must have been weird.
Yeah, random story. Craigslist is hit or miss, no matter what you're looking up. And the ad they posted was like sort of a somewhat unknown band called Carnival out of Australia, prog band. And I saw the ad, and I'm like, Carnival? Who are these guys? I actually know this band, and that's hit it off from day one. So
There you go. It all comes down to Carnival, guys.
Carnival, check them out.
They're great. That's awesome. I had the chance to see you guys. Obviously, we're doing this in the flesh, so that's always cool.
Yes.
How has the tour been? Obviously we're only a couple days in, but how do you feel like the reception's been? Coming back to play live shows and stuff.
Sure. I mean, first of all, yeah, it's great to be back, after a year and a half, and everybody so far, there's a fourth show. Every show's been packed so far, and it's great to see people coming out and supporting live music again, which is great. Everybody on the tour has been really good to us so far, and both the bands are awesome people to work with, and definitely bring it live too. So it's been fun. Yeah.
Kim?
Yeah, I mean, the getting back out on the road has been fantastic. The only downfall is that we have to drive like 3,000 miles to get over here to start it. So it's like
So you're
it's
like,
like 3.5, 4 days of just straight driving. But other than that, it's so nice to be out on the road again. So nice to be able to see people out at shows. Crossing our fingers that the world's going more back to normal now.
I got you.
Hopefully, and so it's just been awesome to be out, and we hope to continue and have a great rest of the tour as well.
There we go. Next question, guys. Who are your influences? Who kind of got you started out in music? And who kind of influences, Veio stuff currently?
So my all-time influences, some of them are Hendrix. I grew up listening to Hendrix.
Yep.
He's kind of my all-time favorite artist. Thrice is another big influence for me. I love Dustin Kensrue's lyricism and just the way he puts words together. I'm a big Adam Jones fan from Tool. As far as guitar playing goes, I kind of grew up playing in that vein, and so that's a big influence for me. And then as far as like the band goes, influences are kind of like what Chris just mentioned. Carnival, some other kind of Aussie prog bands. Tesseract from the UK, Chevelle, great American rock band too. That's just big, chunky riffs, things like that. So that's kind of where we get inspiration from a lot of the time. Meshuggah, one of my all-time favorites. Meshuggah.
Got to.
Yeah, I mean, I'd echo everything he just said, and then there's a bunch of upcoming new bands too that we definitely dig. I'm a big fan of like North Lane. There's another band like out of Sweden called Port Noir, and they're a fantastic band. So there's some of these up and comers. It's like, people like you getting those names.
Oh yeah,
it's great, man. So appreciate that.
I totally agree. I feel like you guys you guys kind of hit that nice sweet spot between like I feel like progressive rock and like having like a little metal influence.
Sure.
I feel like I love that you mentioned Thrice because I definitely felt I was trying to figure out vocal wise like what is it? These guys kind of have that like sound and I can't figure out the vocalist, and it was Dustin Kensrue.
For sure.
Thrice. I was like, man, he kind of has that vibe, and I like that. But like the music is like more like in that prog metal kind of vein, and I was like, okay, this is
for sure. Yeah, we try to hit like a little sweet spot of having being influenced by the prog bands, and also like being relatable enough to like a mass audience that our choruses are kind of more singable,
100%.
and things like that. So we kind of hit a sweet spot on each side of the fence there. Hopefully we hit that sweet spot.
Yeah, I feel like
hopefully we hit that sweet spot for you guys.
Yeah, sweet spot, guys. I feel like honestly, seeing you guys and not knowing anything, I was like, man, for me, like you hit that like I was looking for like a band like that in that vein, and I was like, I think I may have found it. So
Cool, man.
go check them out. But next question, guys. You're on the road currently, obviously. What are some bands you're jamming right now? What are you listening to in the tour bus and jamming to on a daily basis, I guess?
Man, we've been kind of like we had a lot going on. I mean, like I said, we had long.
Oh, I was gonna say
drives,
yeah. So
we've
you
listened to a
had
lot
to
of
begin
music.
some new stuff in, yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to In Search of Sun on the way out here. Another, up and coming band, great band. I was jamming the Picturesque album earlier.
Yeah, shout out to the boys.
Yeah, I mean it's just so hooky and catchy and stuff. So it's just been singing along on the drive to that. But yeah.
We got a show. So our drummer right now, Chris, he's from Salt Lake City.
Very cool.
We
Shouts
haven't
to
spent a
Chris.
whole lot of time actually together with him before this tour, so it's been really cool getting to know him, jamming some of his bands.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Jamming some stuff that he hasn't heard as well, like Caligula's Horse. They're an Australian band.
Ooh, okay.
Caligula's Horse. It's prog stuff. It's amazing stuff. Check them. You guys check them out too.
check 'em out.
Brandon, you check them
I'll
out
check
too.
'em out too,
And we're
yes.
showing Chris in the bus Caligula's Horse as well.
I'll have to check them out. That sounds super cool. I always love Australian bands. I feel
sure.
like, no offense, I feel like they're a little bit a notch above
They're
the
pretty
rest.
cool.
If I'm
They're
gonna
pretty
be
cool.
honest.
We try to pull as much influence from those guys. They've got a great scene over there. So.
And they have cool accents.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Next question, guys. Fun one. If you could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Oh, man.
Ooh.
We actually just put out a new cover maybe a month ago of
I did see that.
Alice in Chains' Rooster.
It was fantastic. Go check it out, guys.
Thank you.
Man, all time though. I mean, I think it'd be fun going a little bit outside of the box, maybe like do like a Prince cover or something.
Ooh, okay. Any Prince cover in particular?
Oh man, whatever this guy wants to sing.
Yeah, jeez,
That's true.
I
was gonna say,
gotta
it's got
sing
the
like
work.
Prince.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah, come on, do some karaoke with us, and catch this guy, and see what he gets.
I think as far as a cover for me, I'd probably want to do like one of the filthiest songs you could ever choose. I don't have one in mind, but just like something by Meshuggah or something by
okay.
some Scandinavian
Just a random
death metal
I got you.
band or
He does
something.
this thing like where he's singing Meshuggah, but it's like with elevator vocals instead of like screaming over the top of it. He'll be like,
Yeah.
Beams of fire move through my head.
So maybe we'll do a Meshuggah. Maybe we'll do a Meshuggah cover like that someday.
I would be very interested to see
Yes.
that. Guys, if you have any suggestions for Veio, drop them in the comments.
Please do.
I'm sure, who knows, they may wind up on something. But next question, guys. Favorite food to eat? What is your go-to?
Pizza, for sure. It's got to be pizza. Pizza on tour, everywhere I can get it. Tour manager just brought us out a slice from inside, so I'm stoked to get in on that after this.
For me personally, well, Chris likes this too. We stop at barbecue joints wherever we can. Because over on the West Coast,
Ooh.
we got some good barbecue, but it's not like our thing.
I got you.
So like when we're down in Texas, down in the kind of the southeast and
Yeah.
stuff, like the barbecue. Also, like I just ate some wings from inside the venue right now. So wings anytime I can, really. Chris loves Chicago sushi.
What the hell is Chicago? You're gonna have to explain that.
Man, yeah, I'll go on that. So we were doing like a radio press tour right before COVID happened last February, and we go get some sushi. And
In Chicago.
I ended up getting food poisoning. I'm at the hotel, and they told the front desk, and they were like, "Oh, well, which place you go to?" They told them, and apparently that place had been shut down for a couple weeks because a chef chopped off another chef's like finger or something.
Oh my god.
On purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose.
And they're telling me that while I'm still, a little sick or whatever. I'm like, don't tell me that right now. That is not the move. So
That's the joke.
I will not be doing that again.
Yes.
Now I'm a little worried because I eat sushi.
Oh, I love
Now I'm
sushi,
like-
but we're
so
closer to the coast here.
That's
you know?
true,
It's
you're
just-
true, you're
The
right,
closer
you're
to the
right.
ocean
Yeah.
you get, the better.
You're better, yeah. Not out in the middle of
Yeah.
the Midwest.
Yep,
Yeah, I feel
yep.
I get that. Yeah. Oh man. Well, guys, if you have any food recommendations, you should DM them. I'm
Yes,
sure they would appreciate
definitely hit
that.
us up.
Always looking for local favorites. So
Local favorites. You got it. Next question, guys. If you could pick somebody to collaborate with on an up and coming Veio record, who would you want to work with?
Shoot. Spirit Box is blowing up right now,
Ooh,
so maybe
yeah.
Courtney.
Yeah.
Booka from Make Them
Suffer.
Suffer
Yep.
would be cool to have on vocals. I'm a huge fan of Sky Harbor.
Yes.
They're friends of ours.
Yes.
Eric,
Shouts to
I
Sky
talked to
Harbor.
Eric, their vocalist. Eric, if you're watching this, I'd love
Let's
to
do
collab
something.
with you someday because your voice is amazing. Yeah. Who else? Dan Tompkins, maybe.
Woo.
Tesseract.
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Alumni of the channel.
Oh, Dan.
Yeah,
Dan
I've
was
had,
on here.
I've,
Cool, man.
I've had not Dan, but I had their guitarist.
the test guys. Nice.
Test guys. I think it's James if my brain is working correctly.
Sweet, man. Awesome.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, all those guys for sure. Then we get a rapper going. What do you think, man?
Oh, if we got a rapper going, that's hard because I haven't listened to any like new rap within like the last like 5 years, so I don't know who's
That's
cool
okay.
anymore.
Maybe,
You know,
maybe we should hit up Kyle. What's Kyle doing?
Kyle's gonna do rap.
No, but we'll get him to.
we'll get him
Okay.
to do a rap. Kyle, you're rapping
Jordan.
now.
Jordan, Kyle. They want Kyle to rap on the next
Kyle,
Veio
you're
record.
rapping now.
Okay, Kyle's gonna rap. You heard it here first, guys. I just want to let you know. We'll make it happen for sure. Those are some good ones. I like that. I feel like I'm glad you picked like female, like Booka. I feel would be really cool, especially I love male-female harmonization. I don't know. I'm just
For sure.
I love the harmonies, man. So I could get down with that. Next question, guys. If there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be? Did you play bass, guitar, vocals?
Man, I gotta master the guitar first.
Nah, you guys handle it pretty well up there. So
Oh man, another instrument.
I mean-
I wish I was better at the piano. I do track like our guitars and I do our synth programming and stuff too. But I am no good at the piano. I wish I was good at that. This guy plays a little bit.
I used to play a lot more piano, and so
Mm-hmm.
my real choice would probably be getting better at piano again, because I grew up playing piano and I played for a long time, and then just over kind of the course of getting busier with
Yeah.
this band and other music, it's kind of gone by the wayside a
Sure,
little bit.
sure, yeah.
But I have a piano at home, you know, and everything, so that would probably be really good piano playing is really, really cool. So that was probably be what I would try to remaster.
Ooh, I feel that. Well, next time you guys are in town, we'll have to catch up and see how much progress.
For sure. You got to hold us accountable.
Next question, guys. For people who are unfamiliar with your band, like myself, what would be one song you would recommend them to listen to that would maybe give them a good barometer for what you got going on?
There's two. If you are more into like the hard rock stuff, maybe on the radio side, I'd say check out our track Flare Defiance. We were fortunate enough to have that one go top 30 last year at Active Rock. On the flip side, if you are a prog guy, definitely check out our track Centauri. That's I think that would be right up your alley.
Centauri, last song on our new record, Vitruvian,
Ooh.
that came out last year. Centauri is my personal favorite song to play. Yeah, so it'd be Centauri for
Ooh,
me.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Or
then.
Flare of Defiance, like Chris said.
Either one will be linked in the description. Go check them out. Just go check out the whole record. And if you're on tour, you can go pick up vinyl. I'll show that in post somewhere. But go buy it if you're a vinyl fiend, much like myself. You should go pick it up. But next question, my personal favorite, guys, because I'm a nerd, so I love asking it. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
That is a fantastic.
Ooh, that is a
Oh,
really
thank
good
you,
question. I don't
thank
think
you.
I've ever had that question before.
Thank you. I try.
Video game character. I probably have to go with just a classic for me growing up. I'll have to go with Master Chief.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
probably just because I was big into Halo for so long.
I got you.
I have to go with Master Chief.
The online, I got you.
Yeah.
I know the vibes. How about you?
I don't know how you choose one. Like this is a fantastic question.
Thank you.
We were just playing Smash Brothers in the RV, so I'll go a little old school too. And like, you just can't be Donkey Kong.
He's the leader of the bunch.
So I'd have to go Donkey Kong across all games too, because he has staying power.
Yes, he's a gorilla. Come on.
Exactly.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
I wouldn't either.
Nope.
Yeah.
He's wearing a tie. He means business. Yeah.
Well, who would you be though?
Well, for semblance sake, across all interviews I've done in my 5-year, lifetime, I've always picked Brendan from Pokemon Soul, Gold and Silver.
Okay.
That's my classic.
Pokemon guy, okay.
I'm a huge Pokemon fan.
Cool.
So I have to go with that. If I had to choose one now, oh man, that's tough. I'm a big Kirby fan. I love Kirby. Can't
Okay, Kirby, tough
is
to beat.
cute,
Yeah. Okay.
cutest guy.
Okay.
Love him. So I'd probably say Kirby would be my
All
second
right.
choice. Always got to rep Nintendo, yeah. But
For sure.
next question, guys. If you were to compile a dream tour lineup, including yourself, who would be
Ooh.
on it?
That is so hard.
How many do we get?
I feel like four plus
Or
you
including
guys.
ourselves?
Including you guys. That's a stacked lineup. I would say.
Well, as far as like fans go, I would probably choose just of like really, really big bands.
Okay.
I'd probably choose Tesseract.
Yes.
I would probably choose. I mentioned them a bunch already. Meshuggah.
Yes.
And
Also very
maybe
good.
like having Gojira in there would be
Ooh,
sweet.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got kind of like the prog stuff in there, and then we got like the real metal
metal
stuff
heavy.
too.
Yeah,
So,
I got you.
Man, that's heavy. We better open that one up, man, because I don't want to follow any of those. Yeah, I mean, I would have to, the bands that I just mentioned, Port Noir and In Search of Sun, some of those upcoming guys, but like, I'd love to play with Carnival and Northland and Caligula's Horse.
Yeah.
Is that 5?
I feel like that's good.
I'm there. Let's book it.
There we go, guys. Well, if you want to make that happen, you just go on to Twitter and you tag Veio in
Yes, do it.
And listen, I'm not a Twitter expert or a legal scholar, but I think that's how it happens. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't even have a Twitter, so you guys can do whatever you do there. So
figure it out. We'll do it. We'll make it happen. Next question, guys. In your opinion, who puts on a great live performance in terms of bands you've seen?
Ooh.
So me and him went to a Haken and Leprous show
Ooh, classic.
Yes.
That was
a month ago, and wow, yeah, that was one of the more impressive shows that I've been to. Great musicianship, just start to finish. Everybody was just fantastic.
I mean, Thrice always kills it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
One of the best shows I've ever actually seen personally was Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Really?
I was a kid.
That's awesome.
I was a kid, and it was at home in Portland at a racetrack, like a horse race
That's
track.
great.
They set up a huge stage, and it was just like, there's like 20 people on stage all doing different things, and it was just like their performance was incredible.
That
It
must
just
have
blew
been
my
nuts.
mind. So
That must have been nuts.
Yeah, that's a really cool one I've seen too.
I don't know if I could top that one. That's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
Earth, Wind, and Fire was pretty amazing.
Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Ooh.
I'll give some recency bias. I just got done watching Westworld,
Nice. Okay.
and I really dug that one. Yeah.
I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I don't watch a whole lot of movies,
Okay.
but some of my all-time favorites, I'd say I like stupid comedy, so I can't go
feel
wrong
you.
with like
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But also like the Sicario movies, especially the first
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Sicario is like
okay.
one of my all-time favorite movies. Just I don't know why, just the direction of it was great. The kind of the music in it was great. The sound was great.
Mhm.
And as far as TV shows, like I said, I don't watch much TV, but like I'd just have to say an all-time classic is like The Office or
Yeah.
something like that.
He really wants to say Baseball Tonight, but
Baseball
he's not
Tonight.
really saying
I'm a sports
ESPN.
center / ESPN / mainly baseball guy. So Baseball Tonight, I would say. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. What about you for movie?
Oh man, movies. So many to choose from. Yeah, I watch way too many movies
I feel that.
all the time. Like all times though, it's like, Fight Club, those types of movies is great. Love like The Departed, just those ones are great. Like early Scorsese movies are pretty good too.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah.
There we go. Next question, guys. If you were trapped on a desert island for the next month, and there was one record you could bring with you to listen to, what would it be? I feel like I lessened it. You don't want to do it all
Want me
the
to go?
time.
Yeah, you go.
I would say one record you can never go wrong with is Carnival Sound Awake.
Yeah.
It's one of my all-time
Okay.
favorite records.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I never get sick of it. It was made in 2009, somewhat ahead of its time in a lot of ways.
Oh, 100%.
And Carnival is one of my favorite bands, so I would have to say Sound Awake probably.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Thrice Visu. I feel like that album was so ahead of its time. And those first, 3 or 4 Thrice albums in general, I feel like there was bands popping up all over the place trying to copy what they were doing on those first few albums, and they really, were cutting edge. So, yeah, Thrice Visu.
Ooh, great answers. Next question, guys. Been asking this to a lot of bands I've been having on recently. What do you want people to take away from Veio? Whether it be musically, lyrically, kind of a combination of the two. Just kind of a last send off, I guess, to people that are like, man, I like you guys in this interview and kind of want to know more about, your whole band and what you guys got going on.
I think, each song that we put on our last record on Vitruvian, we really tried to tell a story with it. Each song has its, ebbs and flows and ups and downs, and it all was part of sort of a bigger picture that we put together as, somewhat of a concept album. So if you go check out our tracks, that's each thing is, kind of a small piece of a bigger part and tells its own story. So.
Yeah, like lyrically, I just kind of always written a little more poetically than I have more just straightforward stuff. Kind of that Dustin Kensrue influence in my music. And so that's like Chris said, this last album we kind of gave a theme. Well, I did give a theme lyrically to each song.
Oh, very cool.
Each track on the album, and so it spans a bunch of different human experiences from self-sovereignty to depression and anxiety to grief to awe and wonder, just experiences that everybody has with emotions and just parts of life that we all go through.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where we're aiming with our last album, Vitruvian, but also just with the music too. Like I said earlier, it's like we love the prog stuff. We love to play stuff that's interesting to us, that's interesting to play live, but also like to appeal to a wider audience too. And so we like to have kind of more the anthemic type choruses that people can sing along to as well, because I like a lot of bands that have those anthemic choruses too. So that's kind of where it's kind of our wheelhouse. It's kind of what we try to do overall with our music, and hopefully everyone out there likes it, and we appreciate all your support and everything that comes along with that. So
I feel like you guys hit that perfect, at least for me as being a guitar player, like I feel like you hit that nice middle ground between like technical, but also like really, like you said, accessible, where people can listen to it and like I could show this song to my parents and not have them be like, I understand what they're singing about now, so that's great.
For sure.
But I feel like it is really cool to I feel like you guys bridge that gap really well. It's not like super proggy, but it can definitely be super proggy, and it's not like straightforward rock. It can be like more intense, and so I like that you guys kind of hit like, I don't want to say like ping pong, but definitely like hit both ends of the spectrum, and I think it's really sick.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Last thing, guys, the most important thing, tell them where they can find you on social media, what you guys have coming up in the next couple months, and anything else you guys want to plug or talk about pretty much.
I mean, we're on everything. We're on, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, all the good ones, all the big ones. Chris has an OnlyFans. Go check it out. He does some weird stuff in the back of the tour rig for that. I'm kidding.
That's his special time.
I'm kidding. You want to add anything to that, though?
I don't know how I follow that, but yeah, we're all the major streaming platforms and social media stuff. Stay tuned for new music coming out real soon. Actually, we just finished up a track in the studio before we headed out here on tour. So look for that.
Very cool.
Yes.
Also, where can people buy, I guess, like a physical, if they're physical like me, they like to, hold it?
Yeah, go to veilmusic.com, and you can find all of our tracks on there, all of our merch on there, and get your vinyl.
There we go.
Yes,
go check out Veio. If I haven't told you already, I'm going to tell you again. Please go check them out. All of the links will be in the description. Please go purchase stuff. If you happen to see this before this tour is over with, which fingers crossed, hopefully it will come out before then, please go see them on tour. If they hit your city, if not, definitely tell them to come to Brazil, because I feel like that's the joke that everybody makes about bands. So, but no, seriously, let them know what city you want to see them at.
For sure.
Hopefully they'll make it happen. And if you enjoyed this interview, share, like, and subscribe. It goes a long way. And again, go check out Veio. And huge thanks to the guys for coming on and chatting with me tonight.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate
for sure.